Quick, honest question. How many AI tools have you checked in the past 3 months? The apps, the free trials that you signed up for and did not even touch it since then. If your answer is somewhere between a few and I actually don't want to count it, welcome. You are in the majority. I've been there too. So here's the thing, the AI world actively encourages this. New tool launches every week, and everyone's talking about one they have just found out. And every Insta reel and YouTube video is trying to teach you how to use it. There's a constant low grade pressure to just keep up, stay current and updated, and not miss a thing. But keeping up with every AI tool is not the strategy. It's a hobby. Basically, it's a fairly expensive and a time consuming hobby. It makes you feel busy without making you better at anything. And this video is the alternative strategy. It's a lot simpler than you think. So, first, let me tell you why tool hopping doesn't work. Here's what tool hopping actually does to you. Every new tool is a learning curve. Not a huge one, most are pretty intuitive, but still. There's the sign up, the interface orientation, the figuring out, and what it does, what it doesn't do well, the first few mediocre outputs while you're still working out how to use it. When you do that with 7 tools simultaneously, you never get past the orientation phase with any of them. You're always a beginner, permanently on the learning curve, never getting the view from the top. It's like signing up 5 physical activity courses at the same time. You've joined running, swimming, yoga, judo, and gym. You have access to all of them. You occasionally visit one, and you never get fit because you never actually commit to a routine at any of them. So you're getting good at AI is not about access to these tools. It's about depth with the right ones. And the depth takes repetition. And repetition requires commitment. And commitment means choosing the right tools. How does getting good actually look like? When I say get good at a tool, I don't mean become an expert or know every feature of it. What I mean is develop a workflow. Basically, getting good at a tool means you've used it enough at and you're no longer figuring out. You're just using it. Like the interface is familiar, you roughly know what prompts work for this, and you have a few saved templates also. You know what are its quirks, where it shines and where it frustrates you, and when to push back. That's it. That's the mastery for our purpose. And that level of comfort with one good text tool like ChatGPT, Claude, Gemini, whichever one clicks for you, will save you more time and produce better work than dabbling in 15 of them and they ever could. So there's a difference between knowing a tool and having workflow with it. Knowing means you can use it, and having a workflow means it's built into how you work. And the second one is where the time saving actually happens. Knowing a tool versus having a workflow with it, that gap is something you should close. So, to the important question, how to choose your one or two tools? How do you know which ones you should actually commit to? Here are the 3 questions. That's it. 3 questions is all you need to ask. Number one, what's the biggest time drain in my work right now? If it's writing, first drafts, email, content, all of that, your anchor tool is a text tool. Pick anyone, ChatGPT or Claude. Both are good or excellent starting points. Try both for a week and go with the one that feels more like your thinking partner. Number two, is there a specific task I do more than twice a week that AI could help with? That is your second tool, if at all you need one. If you run a lot of meetings and spend a lot on notes and follow ups, add a transcription tool. If you create social content regularly, maybe an image tool. But only if the task is frequent enough to justify the time you're going to spend on the learning curve. Number three, is there something I'm doing manually right now that shouldn't require a human? That's your first automation conversation, and that leads you to the workflow bucket that we discussed in the last video. But only after you've got your core tools working for you is when you move to this part. Explicit permission. I want to say something directly. You don't need to try every AI tool. No, it's a big no. You don't need to have an opinion on every new launch, and you don't even need to be on this cutting edge of AI tool landscape to use AI well in your work. People who are genuinely getting value from work right now are not the ones with most tools. They are the ones who picked these one or two tools and went deep. They built real workflows and stopped scrolling the product hunt pages. So the goal was never to collect tools. It was and it is to just work better, work smarter, save time. That you can do with just one or two tools and 20 solid prompt templates. So trust me, I'd bet on that over someone with 12 tools and no system any day. That brings us to the end of phase two. We are done with that. I hope you guys are feeling way more confident and excited to use AI after all the information you've got so far. So, in this phase, we learned a lot about AI. We learned about frameworks for how to work with AI, the three modes, the four habits, and the SCEC framework, the prompting ingredients, the tool map, and now a strategy for actually committing to the ones that matter. Phase three is where we are going to start using AI for real workflows, systems, and to save time. We're going to talk about prompt libraries, AI assisted SOPs, custom GPTs, and what automation actually looks like for non tech professionals like us. It's the most practical, useful phase of the course, and if you've been following along, phase three is definitely going to be your payoff. If this is your first video, check out the full free course in the description. See you there.